Today I'm making some spooky meatball ghosts. I am Grammy and welcome to my kitchen. For this recipe, you're going to use 1 to 2 cans of pre-made biscuits. You do recommend the canned ones. You're going to use your favorite meatballs. I'm using an olive and a toothpick and a straw. Now you can switch out that olive if your family does not care for black olives. I have entertained using pieces of hot dog, which might make good alternatives. But the black olive is the best to give you a great ghost face in the end. So yeah, you gotta pop these little biscuit cans, which I always jump. It's just, you never know, it's like that Jack in the Box thing. So you take all the biscuits out of the can. And for this recipe, I made 20 ghosts. So I'm using 2 cans of these great value biscuits from Walmart. And so you're going to flatten out your biscuit to get it as thin as you possibly can, because you want to have good coverage over your meatball. And you're going to take a toothpick and a meatball, and you're going to stick the toothpick through the olive so that the meatball and olive stand on their own. And then you're going to simply center that biscuit over the top, and you're going to pitch down the sides so that looks like a little ghost sheet. So cute. Now I'm going to take my straw and I'm going to make holes for the eyes and a hole for the mouth. Now, I already made these while I'm doing this voiceover, and what I would suggest is if you can incorporate the hole that you make in the top of the biscuit as part of your eye or mouth or something on the ghost face, you won't have an extra hole, because you'll see that I have some extra holes on some of mine. So what you do is just repeat as you make all your little ghosts. I do recommend you make your own meatballs if you have the ability to do so, because they just taste better. I wasn't impressed with this brand that I used for this. But if you have a good brand that you trust, use it, or don't be afraid to make your own meatball. And again, I think you can definitely switch out the black olive to something like a section of a hot dog, or if your family likes those little grape tomatoes might be yummy in this. There's a lot of different options you can think about. But it's so simple, and I made these so many years ago with for my little ones before they really were able to help make their own pizzas. But these are so nice because they can hold them in their hands and eat them, and not have a problem. Now I will remind you, of course, you're not going to leave that toothpick in the ghost. You take them out right after you get them out of the oven. But this is also a fun thing to make for a Halloween party, so that you have like these little appetizers to serve. And what I like about them too is they're a fun Halloween food item. It doesn't have any sugar in it, and so it's like a savory, ghosty treat. And so it's just a great little idea for you out there that love the holidays as much as I do. My daughter says I am the queen of Halloween because I really do enjoy it. It's like one of my favorite holidays. And I think it's because it's just a day you can just be somebody else for a change, and you can just enjoy that and have fun. And I enjoy the creativity that I see in the costumes and just enjoying And I think it's just the enjoyment that it brings to children and adults alike that makes me love this holiday so much. But anyway, this recipe goes fast. Now make sure that your meatballs are pre-cooked. You don't want to use raw meat on these. Make sure that any meat product you use is fully cooked, so that you don't have to worry if something is raw inside. You don't want raw in your ghost. So, and then when you do use a meatball, make sure when you're putting this together that it is cool. You don't want to be constructing these ghosts using hot meatballs. It will not allow the dough to rise appropriately, shall we say, in the oven. So, and it'll just make things harder to handle too. So make sure that when you cook your meatballs and you want to put your ghosts together, give yourself enough time so that the meatball is cool when you construct these, and then it's just a quick 10 to 12 minutes in the oven to bake these. So they go very quickly. So after you have all your ghosts done, and I'm almost done with mine, and don't be afraid if your ghosts fall over or not perfectly erect, as you think they should be, because it just adds to their cuteness if they're a little, not so perfect. So here's my ghost baking in the oven. You can see some of mine fell over, and I'm okay with that because they just kind of turn out cute. And they can have those mournful faces even when they're tipped over. So after you have them baked, pull out the toothpick, and of course I have mine ready for my favorite tester. Papa, what do you think?
These are meatball ghosts, and they're great for this time of season, and they are easy, and a little ketchup and mustard. They're great for kids. That's really good. It is. It's really good. It's quick. It's easy, and don't forget to subscribe.